Well, I've got the top of the hour, but we've got dozens of people still just waiting to be entered into the room. We still got room for about 200, 250 people in the live Zoom room. And I know that some people are already choosing to tune in on YouTube. Of course, in your back office, in your message center is an announcement for this end of month event, and that will guide you directly to the YouTube link. Or of course, if you clicked the banner in your back office, that would guide you directly to the Zoom link for this room. So you can let guests, members of your team know that if they want to be in the live Zoom room, there's 200 seats left. They simply click the banner in their back office. And when that reaches capacity, and if you're getting text messages from team members that can't get in, all they need to do is click the message in the message center down below the banner, and that will guide them directly to the YouTube presentation. So let's give things maybe another 60 or 120 seconds and we'll dive into it. All the various cities around the world pouring in. So please continue to let us know where you're tuning in from in the chat before we dive into things. And I think that we're going to get rolling. Certainly don't want to penalize those of you who are here on time. And I've got 3 minutes after, so that's it. It's time to get rolling. This year, we are seeing the dream of financial freedom being pushed further and further away for millions of people. Record business closures and massive global layoffs are pushing people's budgets to the breaking point and having a dramatic effect on their quality of life. Many people are being forced to survive on credit, paying today's bills with tomorrow's wages. This is a guaranteed path to financial disaster. Are you currently enjoying the lifestyle that you're working so hard to achieve? In contrast to these statistics, the wealthiest of our populations increase their net worth year after year, and they're able to accelerate their wealth during economic downturns. How is this possible? Financially experienced people put wealth-building principles to work for them, rather than trading their time for a wage. In the following video, we'll introduce you to two of these powerful principles and show you how you can get them working for you right away. At CFX, we believe the opportunity to create financial abundance is the right of every person. A better life can begin now. Start your journey with us today. It will be the most empowering change you've ever made. Now, if you are on camera, if you don't mind, give me a thumbs up if that audio was coming through loud and clear for you. Perfect. Thanks very much, Karina. If my audio is coming through, I suspect that's coming through as well. So that's excellent. Perfect. Thank you. Okay, so let's dive into our agenda, what we want to cover this month. Before we do that, though, I wanted to lead off with that video. I know that all of you have seen that video perhaps multiple times, but I really like the message in that video from the very beginning when we talk about the corporate members and the founders of the company believe that it is the right of every individual to be financially secure. And that's such an overwhelming statement considering the state of the world today and the challenges that that all people are facing, regardless of what part of the world that you live in, because of the economic hardships that are being caused by Corona, and certainly government's responses to Corona. Retail businesses, for where I'm from, for example, are going through a second closure right now. And I'm especially sensitive to this because I was in the early parts of my entrepreneurial career. I was a small business owner, a retail business owner. And most people don't realize, unless you've walked in those shoes, that you're often mortgaging your home and putting absolutely everything you have into keeping your small business afloat. So when you're forced to close those businesses and not taking any revenue, it's not just a little bit of manpower that's being displaced, but your whole life is being put at risk. And so the movement that CFX has become is very, very timely. I know that many of you who have been with this platform throughout all of 2020, for example, have seen incredible growth in your businesses. We're seeing tens of thousands of people flood into this platform. Of course, many of you get the question from your friends, how on earth can CFX continue to trade for so many people? Well, the answer, and you hear we talk about it twice a week on our corporate presentations, it's the absolute immensity of the global Forex market. It's a massive market. And while the CFX movement is certainly awe-inspiring to me, seeing us eclipse 200,000 members in more than 185 countries around the world. Of course, we're just a drop in the ocean when it comes to the volume that's traded every single day in the global Forex market. Most importantly, though, in that video that we just watched, we talked about financial principles. We talked about putting financial principles to work for you and the impact that can have in your ability to create an additional income source or multiple additional income sources for yourself. And we're going to talk primarily about those things. I'm going to go through the agenda right now, and then we're going to get into some clarity around the origin of these end of month meetings, why specifically we're getting together at the end of every month. This is not meant to be a corporate update. While a corporate update is part of this, this is really designed for us to take hands and start marching down this path together towards entrepreneurship and really taking full control of your financial well-being. So we're going to talk about, of course, Think and Grow Rich. That's the book that we've adopted for this calendar year. We're going to roll through that together. We're also going to have a testimonial in regards to Think and Grow Rich. We're going to talk a little bit more about this cycle of duplication and how one can leverage themselves to create financial benefit that normally they could never do in a linear or trading time for money model. We're going to talk a little bit more about our success system, and we are going to have some very detailed corporate updates. And then lastly, we're going to wrap up by talking about rank advancements, some of the extraordinary results that members all around the world have been creating for themselves. So let's get into it. All right, so entrepreneurship, this really was the cornerstone of the purpose behind these end of month meetings. And so for those of you who have always had aspirations to put yourselves in full control of your financial well-being, but have never been entirely certain on how to do that, this was really the original origin for the intent and what we intended to or wanted to accomplish during the course of these end of month meetings. So to quickly define entrepreneurship simply is one who risks, manages, and assumes, organizes, manages, and assumes the risk of a business or enterprise. And that's very much what all of you are doing. Even if you're only allocating 1 or 2 or 3 or 5 hours per week in your CFX business, the one fatal mistake many individuals make that get involved in network marketing is they underestimate what that home-based business that they're now involved in has the capacity to pay them. And that's a fatal mistake. Make sure that you never, ever underestimate what your CFX business can pay you. Because if you treat it like a hobby, it more probably is going to end up paying you like a hobby. You also need to remember in life, you get what you ask for more often than you may think. And sometimes people fail to ask for what it is that they're really looking for, and they make compromises or they settle when it's absolutely unnecessary. If you're putting the time in and you're going to put the energy in, you might as well set some lofty aspirations for yourselves and knock it out of the park. So here's the handbook that we're going to be following. Now, remember, on January, February, now we're into March. So we're covering chapters 18 to 28 today. And of course, I'm summarizing them in an extremely compressed fashion. We're only going to discuss 2 bullet points very quickly. One that you'll notice right when we were digging into chapter 19 was definiteness of purpose. And definiteness of purpose is something that you heard Napoleon Hill reference a great deal in this particular work. And then as he goes on, of course, it's very early in the book, and some of you haven't had a chance to read the whole book yet, which is one of the reasons we're going through it together. But as you start to get into some of the great achievers that are interviewed in that book, and by now you understand the origin, the purpose of the book, where Napoleon Hill was given an opportunity to work essentially for free for the next 2 years. But what he was going to be able to take from that was all of the wisdom, all of the information that he had gleaned from being able to be put in front of some of the most significant achievers in the Industrial Revolution era when this book was being written. And he felt the value, the benefit of that was worthwhile, worth working for free for a couple of years. And of course, that brought us to ultimately the publishing of that book. But one thing that you heard over and over and over, or you will as we continue to move through this book, is this concept of definiteness of purpose. Tony Robbins talks about it. If you've ever gone through any of his courses, he talks about the power of a decision. And he says the Latin root of the word decision means to cut off from. So once you have made a decision, you're cutting yourself off from all other potential distractions, all other opportunities to earn, because you've selected a path, and that's the path that you're going to walk down. And when you focus your energies and you focus your actions in one area, regardless of what that area is, you're going to get very good at that particular endeavor. And so this definitive purpose is very, very similar in concept, and Napoleon Hill refers to it as the starting point of all achievement. And then coupled with that, you absolutely need to have a burning desire. And so as we proceed through these end of month meetings, we're going to break down these processes in much more detail for you. I would venture to guess that there's a significant number of you watching that have never set goals for yourselves. Correction, you've never set a written goal for yourself. And so through this process, we're going to make sure that you all have the opportunity to do that and understand very clearly the benefit of doing that. So a belief and a burning desire give you the opportunity to overcome anything. So this was very important. These 10 chapters that we focused on. Remember, there's also a very large section where Napoleon Hill is talking about the boy that was born with no ears and his desire to learn to be able to listen, be able to hear. And of course, that was a very significant part of those chapters as well. So what I'm going to do is I want to pull in the special guests. Guest singular, sorry. And we're just going to talk a little bit about her experience. This is someone that all of you probably are familiar with. Bianca has been involved in CFX since the very, very beginning of CFX. In fact, I think it was July, if I'm not mistaken, July or August of 2019, Bianca, that you got involved. Please feel free to unmute yourself.
Yes, hi.
Welcome.
Thank you very much.
Hey, thanks for taking time out of your schedule to be hanging out with us.
Yes.
Congratulations on being a manager.
Thank you very much.
So why don't we do this? Why don't we just take 30 seconds? You can just tell me a tiny bit about your CFX experience thus far, because you've got more than 20 months under your belt now.
Yeah. I started this journey with my father, and he told me about CashFX when I was on a holiday with my family. I didn't know anything about it. But we watched a lot of webinars with Oscar Lopez and Ron Pope. And in the beginning, it felt good for us. And then we decided to go to the grand opening in Panama in November 2019. And that was amazing. We saw everybody. We saw Oscar Lopez and Edwin, the traders, and a lot of people. And it was amazing to be there. And that gave us so much trust that we decided to build our organization. And till today, I'm giving every week Dutch webinars. And I love to do it. And our group is growing. And I love to help people because I see where it helps me and my family. That's amazing. Yeah, I love CFX, really.
Oh, listen, I really appreciate you saying that. And it was really great to see you, Ashley, in Panama. I know you guys just got started, and then you're on the plane and down to the Hard Rock meeting everybody. So that was really cool. So yeah. Obviously, you're going to encourage anyone that speaks with you when we're finally able to have another event, because obviously we know that originally CFX was meant to be a live events company and have a minimum of 2 events per year. And I know that's something that we're all missing and very much looking forward to.
Yeah, we want to join every meeting, but we have to wait when everything is open again.
That's it. Now, from our earlier conversation, you had bought a copy of and either read part or all of Think and Grow Rich when you were younger. And because we decided to essentially take on the work from this book and incorporate it, in a 10-minute segment into our end of month meetings, you decided to pick it up again.
Yes, I read it a few years ago, but not with that passion I had now. And you told me about the book, and I thought, oh, I read that book before, but I didn't really do that much with it. I made my dream board a few years ago, but not with that passion I have now. And I started to read it again. Very difficult because I'm reading it in English now, but it's giving me so much, how do you say it? Yeah. It's so very lovely to read, and it gives me a lot of ideas how I want to be, what I want to be in the future. And
That's wonderful.
yeah, that's nice.
Yes, some of the most respected personal development educators, for many of them, their foundation came from that book. And there's so much in that book that's easy to gloss over if you don't have a little bit of guidance when you're going through the process.
Yeah, it's really easy to read.
Yeah, there's a lot packed into it. Well, listen, I want to thank you very much for taking time to be a guest. Thanks for all the kind words regarding the project, and congratulations not only to you, but also to Arno and everyone that's part of your Netherlands group that are all working so hard to bust CFX open all over that part of the world.
Thank you to be here.
Thanks very much. Take it easy, Bianca.
Yeah, bye-bye.
Okay, so now we're going to shift gears to training. We're going to spend about 10 minutes covering some specifics as we really start to dig in to this idea of adding a leverage-based income source to your life. Now, obviously, the vast majority of us trade units of time for money. It was the very first guidance that we ever received from parents and from grade school. And also then if we went to go on to either a university or a specialty school or some type of apprenticeship, it was honing skills that we could develop that had a worth that we could trade per hour. And that ultimately was going to pave the road for us to pay for our lives and hopefully create the lives that we aspire to be able to create. One of the things that, of course, we talk about, in fact, we talk about that in our CFX Success from Home page number 2, the accelerator page, is a little bit about the difference between the two and how critically important it is to use some financial principle concepts to be able to escape that trading units of time for units of money model. Now, remember, there's absolutely nothing wrong with earning that way. That's the way the vast majority of us earn, or certainly did for the beginning stages of our lives. It is just, I think, paramount that if that is your only income source at present, that you add a leverage-based income source into your lifestyle, into your household. So we're going to rewatch that 3-minute video that's on the accelerator page, and then we're going to dive into a little bit of training. There's more opportunity for financial success in the world today than ever before in history. Towns, cities, countries, and continents, all connected by a global network, giving everyone access to unlimited information and to each other. Despite all this opportunity, there's an ever-growing earning gap between the wealthy elite and the vast majority of people. A determination to succeed is a prerequisite for creating wealth, but determination alone is not enough. There are many important financial principles wealthy parents teach their children to create an early success mindset. 2 of these principles are also key in building a strong and successful CFX business. The first principle is to build a system-focused business. An effective system will both minimize and simplify your work. In fact, an effective system will do much of your work for you, which is especially important when building a part-time business where your free hours may be limited. The CFX Success from Home system includes 3 short videos on a dedicated webpage, making sharing each of these videos extremely easy. If you prefer to use a live CFX meeting, there are multiple Zoom presentations almost every day of the week. Soon, the resource section in your back office will contain more detailed training of this system and how to master each of these details. Simplicity is key. A simple system is much easier to teach than a complex system, and this fact plays an important role on the speed of growth of your business. Financial principle number 2 is leverage. Critical to any significant success is the ability to leverage oneself. To escape the trading time for money model taught in schools and universities globally. Trading your time for a paycheck is potentially the worst of all financial traps. The exception, of course, is if you've chosen a career that you absolutely love. The majority of people invest too many hours sacrificing over jobs or careers they dislike. Fortunately, leveraging a system means that freeing up your time and finances may be possible much sooner than you think. In business, one may leverage time or money. This particular strategy will focus on leveraging time, primarily because everyone has the same amount of it. We may prioritize differently, but we all have the same 168 hours each week to work with. The obvious question, how do we leverage time? It's actually quite simple. By successfully performing specific actions within the system and then teaching those same actions to others. You may think you're not qualified to teach anything to anyone, but that's not true. If you've just finished completing these action steps first yourself, you are, in fact, perfectly qualified to teach them. Do first, then teach. That's the process. As others follow and copy your actions, you are leveraging yourself through them. As they follow your lead and begin teaching others, you're further leveraging their actions towards reaching your objectives. And as you assist them in reaching their goals, you'll continue to reach more of your own goals. Below this video are 2 tools to assist you in setting your earning targets. The first is the CFX Matrix Calculator. This is based on a simple 3x3 build strategy. You may enter a withdraw amount at the top of the calculator. Then click the Calculate button and you will see your projected matrix earnings from your growing team. Below that is the Unilevel Calculator. Enter trade package amounts to chart your Unilevel earnings as your growing team moves up through the CFX trade package ladder over time. The tools are already built for you. The roadmap has been laid out. The only thing required from you is to start moving forward, to provide the energy and determination to succeed. Okay, I wanted to just take a couple of minutes and replay that for you because right now especially, I think that if all of us just became instantly aware of how many of our friends are struggling and they haven't told us, how many of our friends are maybe having a difficult time sleeping at night, perhaps they have legitimate concerns because income sources have been removed, or perhaps they're fearful of what could be happening during the course of the balance of this year. Regardless of the case, it's so easy for us to get caught up in the minutia of our day-to-day business building activities that we often lose sight of the forest for the trees. It's a fairly common expression. I think it's very relevant here because I'm going to lay out a very, very simple roadmap for you. And this is just an overview. We're just going to take a couple seconds and talk about this. We're going to dig into the details of it so that you can master each and every step. Remember, this roadmap, this is for me, in my experience, what has been the most efficient way to be a team builder over the years. There are many, many ways that one can focus on building an organization in any project. What I'm going to be focused on sharing with you is the most direct way, the most energy efficient way. You may be asked to do some things that make you a little bit uncomfortable, but the reason that you're doing them is that you're being very direct when you communicate with others. You're doing it in a way that's not going to create any animosity or any negativity whatsoever in the people you're reaching out to. But you're going to find you're going to get the fastest results and the fastest duplication because everything is very direct and very clear. And again, we also, as part of a recap last month, if you remember, we really highlighted on in a home-based business or a network marketing business, how do you get to the top of the pay scale? How do you work your way through ranks as quickly as possible? And there is very much a misunderstanding in network marketing that this is a selling industry. You join a company, the company has products, and you go sell those products. And while that's technically true, money only moves through a rewards plan when things are sold. It's not theoretically true. This is very much a teaching industry, not a selling industry. And what we mean by that is leverage is only going to come from exponential growth. And exponential growth is only going to come when you share this with someone else and you assist them, you teach them to share this with someone else. That's how you're leveraging yourself in time, as we talked about in the video. 168 hours a week. You only need to invest 3, 4, 5 hours a week in CFX to absolutely kill it. So let's dive into this flow chart for you so you can understand very clearly this process. So it's going to begin ultimately with you setting goals. Now, I referenced goals at the very beginning of this meeting for this reason, because if you have not gone through a goal setting process or a workshop, we're going to do that together in one of our monthly event end of month meetings, because you have to be clear on what it is that you want. Ultimately, in home-based business, just as it is in life, obstacles are going to make themselves apparent. You're going to be met with obstacles. You're going to be met with challenges. In fact, one of the biggest challenges is mindset. And some people lose their minds when challenges arise. And for some reason, somewhere along the line, they weren't taught that life is absolutely filled with challenges. And the only thing that you're fully in control of is your mindset, your perspective as those challenges arrive. Some people legitimately and honestly review challenges as nothing more than an opportunity to grow. And if you approach your challenges exactly the same way, you're going to learn to not fear them, but rather embrace them. And that's where you're really making a paradigm shift to ultimately, you make that paradigm shift and you will be able to have whatever you want in life, because you'll be able to overcome any obstacle that comes your way because of your frame of mind and looking at it as an opportunity for growth rather than something to be concerned or cry over. So goal setting is key. Be crystal clear on what it is that you want. And then ultimately from there, we're going to use various social media tools and we're going to reach out to our database. We're going to do this in a very controlled and a very specific way. In fact, we're going to use a script. And we're going to practice that script together. And that script, as you become more familiar with it, it's going to sound ultimately like it's your own words, and you're going to feel extremely confident in using it. And from there, of course, we're simply going to send people to the tools that have already been built for you. The video said the roadmap has already been built. The only thing that you need to be is the engine to push things forward. You don't have to do anything other than that. There's no design required. So all the painstaking work is done. Now remember, the cornerstone of all success in CFX is with the mentor program. So essentially reaching through this or walking through this process, helping someone be exposed to CFX, letting them decide whether this is appropriate for them or not. And both are fine. We're going to talk a lot about that as well. Ultimately, aligning with 3 new people with CFX is going to make you a mentor. And that's the very first significant step, not only to reaching executive, but remember, your matrix builds out in multiples of 3. So when we start focused on a leverage-based, exponentially growing business where 3 friends add 3 friends add 3 friends, and you can extrapolate that over the size of your matrix. I'm not going to get into specifics. I don't want any sort of threat of enticing it all in this video, even though this is a members only video, not for guests. But let's just say that you will be bringing in more dollars than you'll probably ever need from that matrix bonus alone. Okay, so that's it for training today. I just wanted to give you a bit of an overview of the specifics that we're going to start diving into during the course of this presentation. Now, normally what we would do is we would also introduce you to a global leader, someone somewhere in the CFX world that's doing some extraordinary things, so that you all have an opportunity to meet some of these individuals, listen to some of the strategies that they have in place and some of the success they've been able to create with those strategies. Because we have so much that we want to cover on the corporate side with a very special guest, we're going to forego this part of our presentation until next month, okay? So let's dive into the stuff that probably most of you tuned in for and are most excited to go through. Waskar, please feel free to take the steering wheel.
Thank you very much, John, and good evening, good afternoon to everyone. Wow, John, you sure nail it. You know, every time I see your end of the month call or your presentation are, you know, exquisite. Congratulations for that, my friend. Very, very well. And for those who are checking out Think and Grow Rich, I must say that it should be a Bible. You know, it should be a Bible of every person in this room, every member of CFX. You know, I think is remarkable the information and you know a lot of stuff that you can came out of there. You know, that you can pull out of that book is one of the reasons why we choose Think and Grow Rich, and the work that our marketing director here, John Kinnear, is doing is amazing. So let's begin our agenda of this end of the month call, guys. We're pretty happy, very excited with what is going on in the company with many of you. As you know, we launch our payment processor, a new tool to enhance operation in the company, something that we're very proud of. The team behind it, the IT, the blockchain developers, the whole team that is behind this tool and this partner company is amazing. It's been close to a year and a half of development, and I think I must say that it's one of the top payment processor in the market out there. You know, the things that I've seen this thing do is remarkable. You know, the features, I cannot start talking about all the features, the cool features regarding payment processor, security, management of private keys independently, track record of the BTC price, wallet payment. You know, it just recorded, let's say, the minimum price. If the price drop, you know, the payouts stop, you know, everything automatically. We pay out in batches, like in seconds. We pay out thousands of payments really fast. I think there are a lot of people, John, really happy because in this week we already cleared out all the payments. The company is just flying with this tool, and I cannot thank enough and being grateful for so many headaches and long hours with the IT and the developers through this payment processor, not only serving right now Cash FX, but also serving a lot of companies in the future that requires a really modern and advanced tool for processing their payments. So I'm just wanted to share all of that with our family here, because I think it's important that you understand that from the day one we started the company looking into the future long term, that we put in a lot of energy, and as we move forward, walking through the steps of the growth, we visualized where we needed to invest and put the money of the company, the earnings of the company. And this is one of the things that we're very proud of. We're not disclosing the name of this payment processor yet, even though we can leverage marketing with that, because everybody will start talking about it. But we're just working on getting this phase one, everything in order, having the front end and everything, so we can release it and just start marketing the tool. But for now, rest assured that what we've been doing since day one is that we put the resources where we need to go into the future. Now, another thing that is really being time consuming and going into the future of the company is the academy, where our core and base product is. The academy is being a evolution process for the company, because since module 1 until module 18, there is a lot of time, effort, copyright, investigation, research, you know, that the company needs to put into the release of these modules. We didn't want it to just throw out some videos out there in a website. We just want to, yeah, just roll it out. Just let's see, while we're explaining a little bit some of the work that our graphic and motion designs been doing so far. This is just a sample, but when COVID arrived last year, we thought that, things will be easier, but it was, it was the other way around, because most of the professional in the area and working through, online, it became really difficult. Even though when we wanted to record some actors delivering the courses to make it feel more personalized instruction, we thought that it was not going to be possible, because obviously with the COVID-19 last year in 2020, we couldn't do it. So we decided to start searching different ways. And this is one of the ways: get the academy redone completely from module 1 to module 18, with redesign, new back office, these videos animated, no actors used, but rather having a complete suite of products. Let's turn the volume up.
Sure.
And let's just listen how much time we got in this.
There's about a minute left in this sample.
Yep.
Brokers.
Let's watch this part.
The unique aspect of Forex is that there is no central marketplace for foreign exchange. Rather, all currency trading is conducted electronically via computer networks between traders all around the world. Another attractive aspect of Forex is leverage. Leverage in Forex is the mechanism that allows you to control a large amount of money while using very little of your own capital. This gives you the opportunity to make considerable profits from small movements in the market. In this course, you will learn the fundamental concepts that you need to enter into Forex trading. You will learn how to choose your brokers, how to conduct basic technical analysis, and you will also be introduced to one of the fascinating technical chart systems, the Japanese candlestick charts. So let's get started.
Those are kind of the video that we're kind of conceiving, and a lot more interaction for the academy. I know it's been a tough year, and it's been a blessed journey so far with the growth of the company. But I'm assure you that the release of all the modules of the academy, it will worth the wait. We got amazing professional working. We got professor contributing to the courses. We got our marketing director, dive in with the whole body, supervising and delivering with this. We got a great team of people working, graphic designers, video, motion pictures, doing storyboards. So I think the end result, when you have a goal, remember guys, Think and Grow Rich is about you visualizing what you want. Everything that is being created in this world is being conceived in the minds first. You just need to think about it and grow it. If you can think about it, you can achieve it. And that's the reason why we're doing this. I mean, the key of the company, I think since day one, I think it's been the purpose of the company, but also the people around it. If you surround yourself with the right individuals, if you attract the right people, it's because you have a great purpose. Remember, a great purpose is when you have a goal that impact others. It's not just, I'm here because I want to create wealth for me. I want to just create more money, or I want to make money. I want to be rich. I want to be millionaire. No, you just need to focus what you want, have a higher purpose. Once you done that and you decided that, and then that purpose impacts the lives of thousands of people, you just, by default, you're going to create wealth for yourself, but you're delivering to others. And I think that purpose is what makes everything that we imagine about this company great. Of course, we have many challenges, but the Academy update for this month is that we're very close and we're just a couple of months behind to deliver you guys the most exciting and I think what would be the word, John, for this academy? I think it will serve the purpose of what was created.
It will
I
most
think
certainly
that
give people the capacity to be involved in the trading process if that's something that they really want for themselves.
I agree. I agree. So I think another let's say we still have 10 minutes. I think another question that I always time to time people ask me is about the headquarters in Panama. And I think a lot of people went to Panama during our launch. And one of the days, I think during the weekend on that week, we did tour. We did tour Saturday and Sunday, and people watched those monitors that you see on the picture here on the huge wall of monitors that were turned in. We put some recordings of our algorithms working in Forex, real life, showing our tool. We explained that people walk around the floor. People were there with the architect that did the design and with the owner of the building, who is actually our friend. And many people surrounding the company was we shot some videos there. So I think the Panama headquarters will be a piece of art. I think it will be modern design. We got technology, really high technology interfacings. We had optic fiber in the internet in the whole office, directly brought into the building, just to have the fast connectivity that we need to perform the Forex trading there, and the classes that we're going to do, and the live stream that we're gonna held on the corporate headquarters, because we're gonna do real seminars, live seminars with a bunch of people, but they will be broadcast to the world. And I think we're very close right now. Everything, the chairs, the desk, the walls that are covered with beautiful woods, they are handcrafted in Brazil. The carpets are handmade, custom made with the colors of the office. What I'm trying to tell you guys is these containers was supposed to deliver first day delay because of COVID. Then we're gonna do it in November, December, and then it couldn't be possible. Now they're on their way to Panama. We believe that probably we're gonna release and this is really cool. You're gonna know now. Our marketing director was talking to me yesterday, and we always, we thought about it, but he mentioned, well, now that we're very close to the inauguration of the Panama headquarters, we're talking about a contest. I want everybody in this room who wants to participate of the opening cutting ribbon ceremony to type the number 1 on the chat if you want to participate. Oh my God. Oh, those number 1 are flying, John. Oh my God. Yes, of course. Okay, got it. Okay, I got it, guys. Just chill out. I know you want it. Next month, I think in next month, we're thinking about it. And because I'm talking about it, we're already committing to do a promotion for a few people, small group of people, to be in that ceremony of inauguration. Patience is the key, guys. Patience is the key, and we're heading there. I'm really excited and I'm impatient too, but unfortunately, that's the world that we have right now. and we need to, focus on the goal, So I just want to bring an update for the Panama headquarters, because a lot of people always ask. There's a bunch of people calling the building. There's people from the other day called me a guy from Philippines.
Yeah.
I went to Philippines one time, and it took me 33 hours the whole travel to get to Philippines. I mean, I love the country. It was, it was unique, really, really nice. But it was taking me so long to get there. And somebody called me from the building and said, okay, we got somebody from the Philippines here. They want to check out the floor, and they got there with a banner. They did videos and record, take pictures, and I understand people, because there's so many things that people say on internet. There is so many bloggers talking on YouTube, about conspiracy theories. There is so much fog that people, follow. Don't follow the fog. Don't believe everything you hear on YouTube. Believe in facts, not in assumptions. Why don't you believe in results that this company is having for the last 20 months? I believe time is the one who can deliver what is the truth or not. And I think, if you want to tell me if I am wrong, but I believe everything that came out of my mouth, it becomes true. It became true. Everything that we promise, we deliver. Everything that we say, we do. So I think if you're a new member and in this end of the month call, I just wanted to take some time, this brief moment, to talk about that, about trust the people who are changing their lives and their families' lives. Take the results. We are here facing the whole company, working nonstop for the families around the world. So I think it's enough said, but from time to time, people send me a link. Let's watch this video. What do you think about this video? What do you think about this article? I don't even open. I don't have time to open. I advise you to do the same, because there's a personal opinion of people with no results. I'm going to repeat that again. Personal opinions of people with no results. People with no imagination, with no action taker. Exactly. I'm not gonna say the L word. I'm not gonna say the L word, but you write it, you type it out there. All right. So let's move on.
One other thing, if you don't mind, Oscar, I would like to share, just as someone who's a non-owner of the company, but has had the pleasure of spectating what's been going on for the past 20 months. Like many members in the room and many members watching on YouTube, it's very easy to be an armchair quarterback. It's incredibly easy, and even if you have some business experience, when you're building something of the magnitude of this, where it is a global platform and members have technical needs to be able to connect to this platform globally, the millions of dollars that have to be spent on infrastructure, most people without having built something like this in the past, it doesn't even dawn on you all of the different areas. We refer to it in business as the burn rate, the amount of money that a company burns through every single month. And there are so many zeros attached to that number that wouldn't even pop into your head. Things that the company is having to do on legal fronts and on registration fronts and on building infrastructure fronts and technology fronts. It's really quite boggling. So just keep that in the back of your mind. 20 months of continual results. It speaks in this era and this industry far more loudly than anything else.
I agree. I mean, people think it's just a website and, and an internet, and the amount of people involved in so many countries to deliver you a stable, with good result platform, is beyond imagination. So thank you for that reminder, John. It was really important. Now, I know many of you had some headache with customer service. I know many of you send one ticket and then the next day you send 5 more tickets. It's not going to do any good for you sending 5 more tickets, because they're going to pick one only and resolve one. This is one thing I wanted to say. And as the company grows so fast, we needed to implement some uh, security procedures. Like if you want to reset your 2FA, you need to go and do what they ask you to do because of your account security. Okay, if you need to change your email, you know what you need to do in order to change that. So you need to have patience. Now, a good news and a good note is the company last week brought a bunch of people more, adding to the growing team in customer service to deliver faster response. And another note is that with the payment processor not going through, it's a third party, but a closed third party, we've been able to identify and work through the system more easily the financial cases and support that we have. They're more delicate. Once reach customer service, that customer service has to escalate that ticket to a financial. So I think the positive here is that you're going to see in the next month of April a really faster response in terms of customer service. But let's avoid customer service. Let's be proactive. Let's deal with our downlines. Like a chicken. Take care of a crib. Take care of their child. You just take care of your people. Teach them. Don't sponsor someone and just get rid of him. Because it's better to pass the information. And I know we need customer service, but what I'm trying to say is going to be more faster in the next month. That's our goal. And financial tickets are going to be reducing the amount of float that we have because of the new payment processor that is implemented already. Now, please don't go, to social media to resolve your financial or your tickets, your support tickets. Let's enjoy more the social media. Let's enjoy the social media, because social media is for that, to share, enjoy, post something positive, find out what the company is doing. But many wants to jump over the queue online and support. It's because of the overflow that we had. But I think now with most faster response, we will enjoy more of the great team behind social media. Okay, so
I think also, Huascar, it's important, if for anyone who has not been on Instagram yet, and they're seeing some of the incredible posts that the social media team are specialized. These people are very, very good at what they do, and what they focus on is social media. So when you start sending them transaction hash IDs, they're not going through all the briefings and all the constant trainings the support staff are. So they're scratching their head and they try their best, but that's not their role. And so just go, like Huascar said, if you're not part of Instagram, get in there and start passing out some of those Instagram updates to other friends. If you're not an Instagram user, this is going to be part of your roadmap to entrepreneurship, is to start using some of these technologies and tools that are going to be available to you. And we're going to talk about more of those things also in trainings and future end of the month meetings. But use those resources, make sure you do, because a lot of time and energy and expertise is going into the development of them.
Exactly. Most of the customer expert in social media are not customer service agents. You know, they are there performing and doing a job that is not that. Now, I do saw people asking about copy trading, and I do see many happy people in the beta testing group, because this last month in March that we're closing today, they got over 30% earnings of their account in the copy trading. Even though is not the reason that I wanted to talk to about, but yeah, they did. All of the people around the copy trading beta testing group, they are there, and that we are very grateful with them, every one of them. Um, I want to say thank you, because once we opened the beta testing, we saw massively people signing into the broker, people massively, you know, wanted to participating, and we were gonna do like 100 people for beta testing. We ended up being like almost 500 people, and we allow, you know, let's have it all. And for that, you know, kind of support, I want to say thank you to all of you in that beta testing group. I just want to say thank you also for the commitment about one person in particular, Mr. Edwin Abad, the co-founder of CFX. Edwin is a person who doesn't sleep, who doesn't rest. Is a person who is committed all the time with the growth of the trading in the company. Um, um, Even though when his mother died, passed away I think this month, yeah, beginning of this month, Edwin, you know, it just took a couple of days and just continue, you know, non-stopping. But is a remarkable guy. Also, you know, all the engineers, John, Ildo, all the guys behind it, you know, dealing with the algorithm for the company, and doing the escalation of the trading of the company every month is impressive. I want to say to the copy trading beta tester that we're going to have a private meeting with all of you to give you instruction. Right now, I know that we have a chat, and they are also eager to collaborate. They offer feedbacks. It's been amazing to see that action one-on-one happening in real time with the people involved in the copy trading, because you know, sometimes we got a glitch and a few people didn't close the trade, and we say, okay, you can close it now. Okay, well, you can do this, you can do that. So we're gonna do that call with all the copy beta tester. We also working with different brokers, bringing all those copy tools from different side, and we're very happy with the results that we're having. We are we need to have at least 10 or 15 brokers throughout the world in different jurisdictions. We'll be working extensively with all the people involving in this. Remember, guys, we do have a second phase of the company. Is happening right now. There's many things happening in the trading in the company, in the copy trading. We're going to have great news in April, and we're continuously testing out just a little bit of a glitch of what we can do in the trading space. These 500, 400 and so over people are experiencing that, and I feel the love and I feel the excitement of this small group. That soon you will be experiencing all that. Is our deepest desire, and it's gonna happen. Since day one, we've been let's say working toward that goal. Remember what we talk about today, and every month, end of the month call. If you can dream it, if you can have the right vehicle, and if you have the burning desire in your mind, you can achieve it. And that's what we're doing. We have professional people working every day, brought in result for the whole company. Thank you guys. Thank you for your attention today. We've been having so much achievement. John, I think we got a lot of directors, new directors in the company, a lot of executive in the company. I think it's amazing how every month I'm receiving new President's Club, you know, people send me their picture of the new Porsche Cayenne, the new Porsche Taycan, people wrapping up their Ferraris. You know, I don't even see the first Ferrari wrapping up with the logo and stuff, but I know that it's going to be very, very nice. And for the first time in my life, and over 10, 12 years in network marketing, I've seen a company delivering on the promises. I've seen a company having a leadership program that is truly achievable. If they can do it, you can do it.
It's true.
Truly achievable, right, John?
It is achievable, and honestly, this is going to be a major a factor in our end of month meetings. When we walked you through that flow chart that ended up with creating mentors, remember, you know, while we're talking about people, and we did actually just, let's blast these numbers out right now, because every single category has increased since last month. And look at the President's Club members now, and directors jumped up significantly as well. Remember, every single one of these ranks begins with building mentors. Building mentors builds executives. Building executives builds managers. And you just continue through that process. And so we're going to make sure that we lay a crystal clear roadmap for you on how to develop the skills and master each of those areas in that flow chart so that you become an expert at nothing other than building mentors, because that's what's going to get you to the President's Club, and that's what's going to get you to Ambassador and beyond. Only if you want to. Nobody's forced. If that's something that interests you, though, obviously from everything that Waskar has been sharing with you, that's been going on behind the scenes, and the obscene amounts of money, I shouldn't be saying that are being poured into this company. He has no intention of going anywhere, and Edwin certainly doesn't either. And so you have the time. The most important thing for network marketing leaders, or for individuals that aspire to be leaders, is for a company to allow them to have the time to develop the skills and work their way through a rewards plan. And you'll have that here.
And also you have a master marketing director like John that explained that compensation plan and that, you know, corporate meeting so well. We have a tool that is CFX successfromhome.com, right, John?
That's going to be the foundation for all of you, so you don't have to do any heavy lifting yourself.
The only thing you need to do to achieve this ambassador and global ambassador is to grab your people, 3 people by the hand, and ask them to invite 3 people. And then you have it. You created, you know, mentor, 3 mentors, and boom, you're executive. And then you teach them to do the same. It's not rocket science. And the company, through the upgrades and the way the system is built, you have a way to grow in your team, to have the volume, the right volume, and achieve these ranks that eventually will change your life and the life of many others around you. I cannot thank you enough, guys. It's been a bless to have this meeting. I feel the energy, you know, the energy is really, I don't know if you feel it, John, but I am with the energy above the roof. You know, I have so much energy that I'm receiving through this screen that it made me really excited and motivated to keep going, guys. We work very hard. We work very hard every day. We're very committed, and we're not stopping until we achieve and take this company of one of the most recognized and one of the biggest companies in MLM in the world. Thank you very much for being here. We looking forward to see you on the next end of the month call with many other ranks achievements, and enjoy this spring break. We're half of the week now. The volatility in the trading, if you see the trading slowing down a little bit since tomorrow, through today, tomorrow, and Friday, don't be surprised as the markets are down on these days. So congrats to everybody, and we'll see you soon in the next call. Thank you very much. Thank you, John.
Everyone. You bet. Yeah, enjoy the rest of the week. We'll see you on Friday in the corporate presentation. Talk soon.
And having a dramatic effect on their quality of life. Many people are being forced to survive on credit, paying today's bills with tomorrow's wages. This is a guaranteed path to financial disaster. Are you currently enjoying the lifestyle that you're working so hard to achieve? In contrast to these statistics, the wealthiest of our populations increase their net worth year after year, and they're able to accelerate their wealth during economic downturns. How is this possible? Financially experienced people put wealth-building principles to work for them, rather than trading their time for a wage. In the following video, we'll introduce you to two of these powerful principles and show you how you can get them working for you right away. At CFX, we believe the opportunity to create financial abundance is the right of every person. A better life can begin now. Start your journey with us today. It will be the most empowering change you've ever made.